Howdy. Howdy, I say. Oh. Yeah, switch to run. Alright, so... How far are we in this one? Did I manage to? Nope. Enhance. Yeah, I need more of these. A bit more of these. And one of these. I think for one of these, it might be enough to just get like... There you go. Just one time, I guess. I think I owned 0, owned 1, owned 2. Yeah, just one time. With normal resin. And it's a very easy one actually. Mm-hmm.
Burn it down! I got him cornered.
Yeah. Nope. Just one. Got it. Leave. I do need to deal with some Frostmoon science. So let's just take a look if there's any right next to us. That's White Hunt. There's one.
Fulfill our pact! Light it up! Dissipate! Target acquired. That was unexpected.
What the fuck? How did my shield go that quickly? They hit that hard.
Stand with me.
Whoosh! I just died there.
Stop right there.
What the frick?
Lightning terrified. Rise with the sun. I got him cornered. Huh. Dissipate.
Oh, that's not what I need. Wait a second, then what do I need?
It's all yours.
Oh, I'm hitting myself. Then what is that I need? Yeah. Enhance. Frost Night Science? What is the difference? Oh, they don't drop the same thing? No, not that. Whoa.
Go from here. If not, why not find a patch of soft grass and rest a while?
Also, talents. Yeah, I need even more of these. And some of these. Monday. Okay, we can get that. Some. Not yet with this chick, because I'm not sure if she's able to deal with everything. What is this place? Nothing in here. At least a chest or something. Maybe. I thought that these guys are dropping the same
Show
thing.
no mercy. Quiet. Now,
Already frozen. Ah. Fuck you. First of all.
Lolling, eat Papa. Get him. Here comes the catch. Gotcha. Extinguish. Fulfill our pact. Shower me with
Fuck you.
Easy money.
How many did you drop?
Take it easy.
Ooh, that's close. There's at least not just one.
Get to work. Annihilate. Yeah. Ha, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ha, ha. Yeah. Ha.
Alrighty.
Fulfill our pact. Extinguished. Yeah. Yeah. Ha. Yeah. Yeah. Ha. Quietly now.
Some more. How far is that? Do. Very. Okay. We're coming here. Do the anecdote. Zoro.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Thank you for
Yeah, I've been doing some stuff in the morning. No, not that. Here, this one. So, weapon. How much do you need? Enhance. 2 and 1. Because I realized that I did not have a leveled up weapon for her. So that was required here. Well, I have a few of these. Wait a sec. Oh, okay. Do I have... Yeah, I need some here. Okay. I need some here, so I do need some of these as well. So I need to leave 9. But I will need to farm more of those anyway, so... Let's get back to the other. Two. There you go. So now the weapons are full capacity. Your attributes. Wow! I think this is the highest amount of elemental mastery in this account. But these artifacts will not remain. Oh yeah, it's a claymore set. Okay, that's just nothing, basically. She has... Yeah, her attack is very high, okay. And defense is alright. She's squishy. Yeah, I don't have the Kaida Harakazuha high elemental mastery. But at one point, maybe. Okay. So now we have more of these, if we need. But not too much, just some. Okay. Just realized that I need to... Where are they at? Where are they at? Here. So I do need to... leave 9 there. It's 11, but yeah, I cannot do it in any other way. Talents. I can do this. Oh yeah, I forgot to upgrade the talent book. There. Wait, I was checking if I need to... But I do need to farm. Oh yeah, because I use them up. Ah, I see. That's why. So I can only do one. But then I need to farm. That means that I have what I have. Well, I can try to be lucky. Nope, I did not get lucky. But yeah, wrong button. Can only make one. That's not good. That's not good. That's here, right? Yep, not the current party. This party.
Show no mercy. Burn it down. Stand with me.
way? There you go. So now... Those are up there the shades, definitely. And this is what everybody thinks that it's Nibelung. I'm not... I mean, this probably is Nibelung. It's... Or someone else, because I really think that this represents life. In some ways. These blue things, these are the abyss. It's everywhere. This is Irminsul. These are probably the moons. But who is this one then? I'm not sure. Because we thought about other things previously and it wasn't that. Yeah, I need to use up all the resin that I have.
Who's that?
Target acquired.
This is when I hit them on the spot, when the AoE works. Give me a... nah. Right, leave for now. We will see what we're gonna do with all that. I just realized that there is a chest. So these are not
Fulfill our pact. Light it up.
not dropping the same thing. Glowing remains, radiant exoskeletons, blah blah blah.
Do I get a share?
You actually want this trash?
There is some questing. Not questing, trial. What are those guys doing there?
Go on, take them. I'll thank the stars for you later.
Oh, let's see. Whoosh!
Do I get a share?
And what
You
does this
actually
do?
Want this trash?
Oh yeah, okay. So I definitely think that they're... Whoa. Now those are the same sprites put in the same... water thingy. There is what I'm looking for.
Is this really necessary?
Alrighty. So let's see what this is about. You crusty 2-bit hostile. Oh. Hey, you blondie, perfect timing. This punk's cruising for a bruising. Lend a hand and I make sure you get your cut. What are you playing at? Calling in backup because you know you can't win? Fine, two can play that game. Listen here, lass. Help me take this guy down and I'll split the more with you. Wait, we're just passing by. Bazu, Polka, treasure hoarders, is it? No worries, I'll handle you all. I would. Too right. You're honorable adventurers. There's no way we're helping any nasty treasure hoarders. If someone's up to no good, we're gonna put a stop to them.
It's too late for regrets.
Rise with the sun.
That's what I was about to say. Hey, we showed them. Can you believe those treasure hoarders thought we'd play muscle for them? Justice always prevails in the end. Haha, now it's mine and mine alone. Exactly. Why share it when we could totally keep it for ourselves? Wait, no, what are you saying? We're righteous adventurers, right? Though now we've sent them packing, Paimon's a little bit curious as to what exactly is in there that they were fighting for. Oh. Hello? Huh, isn't that the Fontanian clockwork mecha? Wow, Fontaine tech really is something else. Imagine it's still working after being transported all this way. Why wouldn't it? Warning, startup mode, anomalous. Energy mode, abnormal. Verification failed. Verification failed. Verification failed. Verification failed. Annihilate, 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 annihilate. Hey, Mademoiselle Belleville.
Stand with me.
Ugh, at least that's finally over. Bounty token Lady Brush. Those nasty treasure hoarders, who knew they were... something. So that was a bounty. We have not done the bounties in the flagship, and we should. I think this was a good wake-up call for that. Oh, I did not get inside. I cannot get inside. Okay. Seems there's nothing else here, but... Alright. Nothing. We've been up there. So... Getting back here. Leveling up. What did I just gather? Just this one, huh? Talents. 1 for this one. what people say that it's the most important. Okay, the second one. And for that we would need 6, which we definitely won't get 6. But we got 2 more, so if I want, I would be able to level up this thing or this thing. Well, okay then. Let's talk to Xinyan. There were stuff on the ground. I've never seen a visa thief this wide before. Do you think it might be ill? It was full of energy just now. It even tried to snatch some food from Jurva. It does seem sick to me. Doesn't seem sick to me. Maybe it's a rare species? Linian might know. Wow, it's the Mora thief who emptied Paimon's secret stash. The visa thief tries to run away, but the 3 kids are lightning fast. They pin it down, and after a short struggle, it gives up. You take the chance to explain what happened. So this isn't the first time it's done this. In that case, you've got to teach it a lesson. Do something wrong and you get punished. That's only fair, right? But it's just an animal. It doesn't understand what's right and wrong. Kinda. As long as it gives Paimon her Mora back, that's enough for me. Even animals need to learn how cruel the world can be. No. Anyway, let's get Paimon her Mora back first. It's not like the visa can spend it, so it should all still be there. Yeah, Paimon's secret stash is back in business. I wish we could keep it. That way, when Helka comes back, Helka... I don't remember where we heard that name, but we heard it. We can show her rare visa thief. But it's not like we can put it to work. Stealing doesn't count. Why should it get free food for nothing? Okay, but what should we do with it? Let's figure out with Katya later. Okay. Where is Xinyan? Below. Is it in the flagship? Okay, let's try. Nope. Not that. But actually that. Let's make more of these. But what's this? Spin the wheel and when it stops, hot dog will tell you your fortune. Spin the wheel. Is that some small animal I hear? Okay, let's go with that one. Because last time when I saw something like that, then I wasn't able to deal with it. But, if there was someone present who could understand animal speech, perhaps they'd be able to pinpoint the source of this sound. You mean? Same thing. Strange. And it works! What the? Don't know what. Strange, I'm sure I just heard something. Ah, guests, come on, come, spin the wheel, then stop the wheel, and then there will be good food. Huh? Why aren't you spinning the wheel? Go on, spin it. Good food awaits. That sounds like a little puppy. Spin the wheel for good food. What does this mean? Oh there, guests. Yeah, you can speak to me. Well, please spin the wheel then, or I shan't have anything delicious to eat. Are you hungry then? I brought some biscuits. Here, have one. You're not spinning the wheel, but you want to give me food? Sure, I grab some first. Why not? Thank you, guest. Boblob's the name. Thanks for the biscuit. It was delicious. Still, you didn't spin the wheel. You're quite welcome, but if I might ask, what do you mean by spinning the wheel? If the wheel is spun, then stopped, and good food will drop down. That's how it always is. Won't you spin the wheel, dear guest? Everyone feels happy after spinning it. I suppose I shan't. It seems you are living well here. Of course, people play with me, and the wheel plays with me, and there's good food. Then that is well. Say hello to your owner for me. I'll be off now. Oh, see you, guest. Come again. But why didn't we spin the wheel? Yeah. Thunder roars and wind howls, destruction fills the air. This means your past achievements might be ruined in some way. What the hell? But now I'm curious about something else. So she's inside the flagship. Oh. Hardy har. Bounty. Notice board lists the information on the bounty targets. About Hibidimi. Bounty target Hibidimi, male and fortune teller from Sumeru, female age, now wanted for suspected of fleeing curses and high value fraud. That woman swindled me out of 80 million mora. She said that if I wore the necklace she claimed to have acquired from Al-Amar, the god of love, then the ladies would fall for me at first sight. Turns out Al-Amar wasn't the god of love at all. He's been dead for thousands of years, and he never even managed to win over the girl he loved. So the necklace she sold me was real, alright, but it cursed me to never find love. Anyone who can track her down and lift the curse will be handsomely rewarded. Okay, let's talk with Leszek. Details on all 4 targets, oh yeah, are up on the board. I can fill you in if you need it, but don't bother haggling over the bounties. Submit proof that the bounties have been dealt with. But I have not read those. So, not yet. I want to read all of them. Yep, the Hibidimi, the Kairagi, bounty target, yeah, Gonpachi, an Inazuma male dressed in Kairagi style garb, wanted for random assaults on traveling merchants, multiple casualties reported. Addendum, bounty fulfilled. According to Mr. Pecco's testimony, the target has been neutralized. Yep, that was me. About the smugglers, bounty target, new iron and salt gang wanted for suspected large-scale smuggling and trafficking of restricted hazardous goods. Addendum, bounty fulfilled. To the rebranded gentleman of the iron and salt gang, Spina de Rosula sends its regards. Okay. So we did it for Navia. Notice... Hark the Crackjoe. Bounty target, Hark the Crackjoe, former helmsman of the Atlas, wanted for multiple counts of murder. Vicious to the core, current whereabouts unknown. Anyone who can provide credible intel on his whereabouts will be handsomely rewarded upon verification of said information. Yep. So we have 2. I remember the Kairagi one. Good job, the bounty is yours. One of the chests. The second one. The bounty is yours.
These are the bounties. want to negotiate
Can't
prices.
live without a little
Find
spice.
a flea market.
Where are you at? Hey there.
Hey, if it isn't the Traveler!
Yeah, it's me.
Didn't expect to see you here. This surprise meeting is pretty sick. I should spin it into a tune right here.
Hello, Xinyan. Are you having fun?
I sure am. Having a ball, to be honest. Fun is where the inspiration lies.
Yeah, I cannot do that voice.
Most
I'm
of my
just having
songs
fun.
might be about rebellion and breaking down prejudices and all that, but that doesn't mean I have to beat a serious rhythm all the time. Too much of a downer really ruins the feel of a song. You gotta keep it bright sometimes, you know?
You're saying it's not bright enough in here?
You gotta relax and recharge. That way, you'll be ready to kill it when it's time to perform.
That's a good point, but there are countless places you could go to have fun. Why choose Nod-Krai?
I guess I'm hoping for some sort of unexpected breakthrough? I've been so focused on writing new material, but everything I come up with feels old and stale. I need something new. So I decided to take a holiday, to try escaping this prison I've built for myself.
Very decisive.
My last stop was Fontaine, where I saw a magazine with some photos of Nod-Krai. It got my creative juices flowing, and I was itching to find out more.
I mean, you're kind of hidden here.
Well, after looking into it, it turns out the whole atmosphere and way of thinking out here are like nothing I've encountered before. There's some group called the Frost Moon Scions who lean into some pretty far-out instrumentation. So I was thinking, maybe I could take some inspiration from the local folk scene and incorporate it into my own music.
Incorporate far outness, folk rock and roll.
Sure! I want to try adding a few flutes.
Oh,
Obviously,
sorry.
I can't just flip. Sure! I want to try adding a few flutes and keys, plus some of the more out-there melodic phrasing. Obviously, I can't just flip genres completely. Still gotta keep the core lyrical and musical themes intact. Anyway, when I got to Town, I bumped my guitar case on some corrugated iron, and it made this really funky sound.
Bing.
I got this sudden flash of inspiration. I shouldn't just be looking for new instruments to improve my music. I should be trying to enhance my guitar's timbre too.
What kind of timbre are we talking about? Can you hum it for us?
Oh, something like that.
Yeah, it's similar to what I was expecting.
It's kind of hard to replicate a guitar with your voice, you know?
Yeah, but you're doing it all the time.
Basically, I'm going for something punchy, compact, clean, and absolutely savage. If I could modify my guitar's acoustics, ramp up the compression, and add a second sound hole to boost the lower end frequencies, oh, I think I can get a sharper, more metallic sound.
I get completely what you're talking about. It was on my tongue for the whole time. I have no idea what you just said, but it sounded very impressive. I'm looking forward to the results.
Thanks for the support. Oh man, my motivation's like a double bass drum going at 200 BPM right now. Give me a bit to play around with this and hammer out the kinks. I'll invite you to the official unveiling of my breakthrough sound soon enough.
Alright. If I was talking to her from this way, then she would remain
What
this
style
way.
should I aim for with my next song?
Then would she have looked this way? Maybe not.
A drink?
Maybe
Or
not.
some information?
But to a recruiter? Nope.
Or perhaps a room for the night?
Yeah, we got the recipes from here. That was almost obvious. Whoop. Alright. Next up. Fuck knows. Do we have anecdotes here? Now, this one I don't think that I started, but what I think is that I would start the ones that I know about. Maybe even finish them. Because it could be that this one is related to something that I should have started earlier. We'll see. Yeah, let's do that. I mean, yeah, let's go with this one. Can I just walk through there? Yeah. Pekani. 25, 26. What are you counting? Shh, keep it down. Oh, forget it. Not like I was gonna catch anything anyway. Come on, kid. Isn't it obvious? Timing my cast? What did you think I was waving this rod around and to cast spells or something? I have not seen the rod. Well, you are a member of the Frostmoon Science, so maybe it's not that far off base. Maybe you're catching bestest travel companion. Who knows? Huh? Don't make it sound like anyone can fish up their bestest travel companion with a casual cast. Wait, that's not even the point here. Anyway, this is the first time Paimon's seen someone time their fishing down to the second. Well, what matters is your fishing technique, not how long you stand on the shore. Old Ilmari never got that, no wonder he never caught anything. So I take it you two must be treasure hunters? No, we're adventurers, but we do take on work. Do you need something? Pretty much. As long as you're up for getting paid to do a job, who you are is all the same to me. I've got something you could help with, if you got the time. You see, I'm the best angler on Hilsey Island by a long shot. No one, not even successive generations of moonchanters could surpass me in fishing. I mean, those were before you, so whatever. Really? That's amazing. Wait, that doesn't mean anything. Fishing isn't even part of a moonchanter's job. Still, even with all that skill, I haven't caught a single fish lately. Makes no sense, right? So obviously the problem isn't with me, but with the environment, just as it is with the cursed Eye of Krati. I know where that island is because I kinda just remember that it's... If this is Nod-Krai, the 3 islands, then it's somewhere here. There must be something underwater affecting the fish. Seems like quite the leap in logic. Anyway, I was hoping you two could check the nearby waters, see what's scaring the fish off. Don't worry, you'll be properly compensated for your efforts. Well, since there's a reward involved, we'll take a look around. But no promises we'll actually find anything weird, okay? Pick. I mean, there are stuff. But I cannot do anything with it this way. Do I need to... Place the fragment on the stone. What stone? What stone? Maybe... Hey, there you are. Okay. We're putting it back. Alright, that should do it. Paimon still doesn't see any fish. Could there be? Little Paimon. Let's take a look around. Okay. There should be a third one then. What is... Are we going to drain some water here? Or maybe that's a Kuenki thingy. Maybe we need to do that. What do I do with this one? I mean, that's down on the ground now. Still not there yet. There. We get the animation. Yeehaw! Talk to Pekani. Oh, there it was. Okay.
Receive my blessing.
Oh, that's... I forgot that it's a... It's a charge attack. Hey, did you see that? I don't even know what happened. One moment I was looking away and the next thing I knew that big rock just flew off. You explained what happened earlier? Oh my, I have no idea what any of that means. But if you can pull off something that amazing, you must have the Moon Maiden's favor. Oh, the Moon Goddess protects. She protects indeed. Now I can fish here to my heart's content. So long as that annoying bard doesn't bring his pet over or, goddess forbid, start singing. Who's the bard? As promised, here's your payment. Although I haven't caught any fish lately, I've reeled in all kinds of other stuff, some of which should be worth quite a bit. Not that Mora's much use around Hasty Island anyway, so it's all yours. Thanks for your help. Now it's time to fish in peace. Did we get the seal? Nope. But we can also fish. Let's change this to fish. Yep. Alrighty. Hey, that mini island has disappeared. Oh. There's a chest over there. And as I was saying, the Eye of Kratis. So here there is something. Okay, let's go up there. Or let's check out the chest over there. Oh, so she cannot do it all the overwater thingy. Wait. Ah, crap. Oh, crap. Hey, dude. Oh, I'm with the wrong party, but now I...
You
Yeah, that's not gonna be alright. What you doing?
For the everlasting forest.
Order guide you. Gather.
One with the force. I hear everything.
Yeah, we're not strong. Why is I no? Oh, wrong button. Wrong length of pressing the button actually.
Forest, protect.
And shroud.
Oh, oh.
I will have order. Stabilize.
Oh, you were far away.
You poor lost lamb.
Let's nip that in the bud.
Gather.
By the frost moon of old. Lush as the moonlight.
Solidify. Yeah. Order guide you.
Forest, protect us.
I hear everything. Can't see?
Gather.
Leave this place.
Are you always just going farther away?
I will have order. Solidify.
Let's nip that in the bud. One with the force.
With one heart, we pray.
This is order.
Well, it took some time, but but we've done it.
Unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it.
Okay, then let's heal up. And then let's scare the birds. Well, with this party. Woo! Okay, we don't have anything else. There's a Kuanki, I can see it from here, but other than that, let's see disgust. What you here for? May the moonlight shine upon your path ahead. Are you two here to pray to Lady Kutar as well? Well, we go to her in person. Prayer? You mean in front of the statue? It really is huge. Ah, beautiful, isn't it? This idol of the new moon was reportedly carved by a moonchanter from 500 years ago, depicting Lady Kutar's original form. As for Lady Kutar's birth and the miracles she performed in this sublunary sphere, I am but a humble acolyte, so I shall refrain from getting into too many details with you both. In any case, this is the final destination of the pilgrimage route where wishes are offered to Lady Kutar. Even if you didn't come here to pray, I hope you shall feel her blessings. Oh, Paimon understands now. Wait, this is the end? Then what's that super imposing pillar up ahead? Aha, that's not actually a pillar. Beneath it is the Court of the First Edict, an ancient sanctuary that was sealed off 500 years ago by Moonchanter decree. In a sense, you could say it's forbidden ground for us Frostmoon science, and because of the Moonchanter seal, No one can enter anymore, so it's better not to get too close. I guess we are breaking the seal, it seems. Just saying. And as for that huge edifice up there, it actually fell from the sky. By Lady Kutar's grace, none of the falling debris hurt anyone. Debris? Yes, when it came down, several fragments fell from it. One of them fell into the camp below. You two must have seen it on your way here, right? We have already dealt with that, so... As for the other, slightly larger fragments, I remembered that they mostly fell to the west. In any case, it was surely Lady Kutar's guidance that brought you both here. Even if you did not come to pray, may the moonlight bless your path ahead. So, we are just reporting. Will Lady Kutar like these statues? May the moonlight shine upon your path ahead. Are you here to pray to Lady Kutar too? About the fragments you mentioned before. Huh? Why are you interested in those? Let me think. One of them should have fallen on Thunderclap Reef to the west. I don't recommend you go there. It's a very dangerous place. Oh, you are telling us about... What? The... Oh, nope. That Hisi Island. But what was called that? Thunderclap something something. Yeah, none of these, but I do remember something we called that, eh? But it's maybe here. And we're going there anyway. First of all, let's see if we have a new interaction here. Because last time, I was surprised with it. And there she is. That's a new one. Can we actually go up there too? I don't think that this is climbable. Oh, it is! Then we can even make a picture on the top of the small moon. Can I sit here too? No. Oh, you're just sitting here, not even talking. Oh, I can sit. Oh, wrong button. Don't worry, don't worry. Wow, this is the best angle that I can get. But then, let's get close. A simple one. No, not that close. Well, maybe like this. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, but on the moon. Probably this one is not going to be that good either. Yeah. Not really it. Oh, too late. Whatever then. Maybe I shouldn't zoom that way, but this way. Did we do anything here? Nope. Do need to collect more. Those are maybe with the phases, I'm not sure. However, let's see. Then this one, because I guess that this is a piece of the moon. Not the moon, the, you know, the thing, the pillar. Hey dudes.
Show no mercy. Strike a pose. Ha.
Yeah, that was overkill.
Your hard work is paying off, as it should.
No. Gimme.
Fulfill our pact.
Gotcha. Your hard work is paying off, as it should.
Nope. Those are cool ones. I have not even checked what is here. Challenge. Reward preview. Primos. A garden in Mondstadt. Okay, so that's unrelated.
Busted.
Yeah. This party is OP.
You've earned yourself a reward.
Thanks. So I presume it's inside. Yeah. So I somehow have to deal with this thing. But that was a quest. Okay, can I get inside? Nope. I have not even tried. I just know that there's a barrier. Investigate. This is the Thunderclap Reef. Okay. All right. Something can be done here, definitely, but how? There's probably someone standing around. Usually there's someone standing around. But you're not interactable. There is something down here. Okay. Let's go outside. Go outside. Ah. Huh? What's that over there? And now we're going back in. Now you are interactable. Huh? Kraka free. You're back already? Oh, the rebellion. I see. That's weird. You didn't collect the fragments, so why are you here so soon? Hello? Oh, I'm sorry. Please let me explain. There's a really good reason I'm dressed like this. It's not heresy or anything, I swear. It's the rebellion. Wow, Paimon hasn't even said anything yet. Oh, you're just an adventurer from the outside. By the moon goddesses, Silicon Locks. I thought you were. Wait a sec. Why are you dressed like that? And acting like it's totally normal to boot? Well, it's my favorite outfit. Should I be wearing that green uniform from the Adventurers Guild instead? I go with the favorite. Wait, you must be. You're the one the moon maiden holds dear. The fuck? Talented beyond belief and totally unfazed, even with all that Kubaki turbulence. About that, well, Paimon thinks we can just skip over the details, but seriously, why are you dressed like that? What are you doing here? And what even is Kuwaki's turbulence? Pardon my rudeness. I am she who serveth the frost moon, born of the tides and bearer of the high priestess's mantle beneath the moon's silver gaze. In the sublunary sphere, I am known as Vernatska. You know. You get used to it. But you two can just call me Verna. I'm currently on a very secret mission to restore balance to the Kuwaki here. So if I may, how should I address you both? In the sublunary sphere, I am known as Pitune, and little one's Paimon. And the big one's Pitune. Hey, why are we some kind of comedy duo now? And wait, you mentioned you're on a secret mission? It's not very secret if you just tell us immediately, is it? And calling yourself a high priestess, why dressed like that, you ain't fooling anyone, miss. Well, you can't judge a book by the cover it wears, yes? We too have had scammers parading around Nashatown in Frostmoon robes they clearly found somewhere. Oh, I know. A demonstration of our ancestors' blessings should convince you of my identity. Bear witness. Yeah! What? That Kuwaki power is intense. Paimon, run. I'll cover you. Wait, seriously? Pitune, are you okay? Hey, don't mess around, would you? Nothing happened. Oops, I forgot this outfit was of Kuwaki. Hang on, I'll take it off and try again. Oh, but with the turbulence afoot, I might get a little nosebleed without my suit. Well, since it won't take long, I guess I'll be fine. Okay, first I undo the strap here. Wait, no need to go that far. We believe you. Just keep the suit on. Great. Does that mean you two would be willing to help me with my mission? Oh, Pitune, did Paimon pass out for a minute or 10? Why is she suddenly asking us about some promise we've never heard about? She's gotta be fake. Paimon is sure of it. I told you I'm not faking. Forget it. Let's put my identity aside for now. Like they say, small slips sink big ships. If we leave the Kuvaki turbulence alone, we'll have a catastrophe on our hands before long. Then you should get more people to help. I see. Looks like we can't just walk away from this. Ah, I knew I had a good eye. I knew trusting the Moon Maiden to bless me with saviors such as yourself was a good idea. Alright, fine, we're adventurers and we don't say no to folks in need, even if you seem a bit unreliable. But even Paimon can tell something's definitely off here. Maybe we can help. Excuse me? I have you know that I'm the most reliable priestess there is, and you two seem even more reliable. So I share this super duper reliable foolproof plan with you. Let's cut to the chase. Those two rotating boulders are the cause of this Kuvaki turbulence. Ever since the time of the first Moonchanter, Lady Ayla, the Kuvaki in Thunderclap Reef has always been unstable. Okay. But things have gotten worse since those two large rocks fell from the sky. As the sculpture says, "O Moon Maiden, even the immutable laws set by the dread sovereign of the firmament shall bend to your song, and even the tides of time and heaven's signs will." This will continue, I presume, but now let's not rush. Even the immutable laws set by the dread sovereign of the firmament. Now, I'm curious if the sovereign of the firmament and the creator of the firmament is the same, because I think the creator was the primordial one, and I still think that she's not the one ruling over the rulers even. Her own shades. And the laws are... I think those are the heavenly principles, just with a synonym. Bill, what was the next line again? Oh, well, I'm sure you get the idea. Paimon gets the idea that you're super unreliable. Oh, come on, forgetting one little verse in a prayer doesn't make me bad priestess. Besides, we're not counting on prayers to fix this. We're using science. Based on my calculations, those two stones are filled with powerful Kuvaki energies, which is why the balance here is particularly messed up. The solution is simple. We're going to fight fire with fire. If we use other Kuvaki charged fragments and hit those boulders at precise angles, we'll be able to counteract the destruction and calm the turbulence Kuvaki down. An exquisite plan, truly. That's not what I'd call foolproof. Aha, I get it. When I first looked over the results of my calculations, I thought, wait, can't this even be? But numbers don't lie, you see. No matter how serious you sound, it doesn't change how crazy this plan is. Well, we won't know unless we try, but there's a problem. Croc of 5 and Croc of 7, who went looking for stone fragments, still haven't come back. Maybe it was those two next to that mirror thingy? 5 and 7, now that you say that, Paimon does remember you mentioning a Croc of 3. That one is here. Here, was it? That's right, Croc of 5 and Croc of 7 are its successor models. These little fellows are amazing helpers. If only the original Croc of 1 was still around. Well, that's a long story for another time. I wish I could go find them myself, but my nose started bleeding like crazy after I took a few steps in. And that's where we need to step in, right? Oh my, Paimon, you're just as warm and kind as you look. Thank you so much for volunteering to help me. Warm? Paimon's not doing this just for you. This is for everyone's sake. Wait, why did Paimon say something like that? In any case, everything will be okay as long as we help find Croc of 5 and 7 and those stone fragments, right? Yes, and once you've collected the stone fragments, just toss them into those two large stones. That's the beauty of a proper scientific solution. It works no matter who tries it. Alright, my ever reliable Petunia and Paimon. I'll be counting on you. Enter the cave and search for fragments. So now... Ah, found it. Wait, is this clock of 3 or 5? It's like a cat that's scrolled into... We're not able to read that. Okay. Just a second. Wait, is this clock of 3 or 5? Whatever, it's already got the fragment, so why is it stuck there? Stuck here.
I've read almost every novel from Yai Publishing House. Pretty
We don't
normal,
know.
right?
Well. Throw the fragments. Oh, should I have? Maybe that one. Nothing's happening. Do we still need more fragments? Definitely.
Return to the skies.
I know, but first... What's with you guys? Are you Kraka how much? I see that there's one behind, but how would I be able to deal with this? I can't take this anymore. So I'm with that. Okay. These robots here seem to be pointing in that direction. Have they detected something? Oh, it looks like the way is blocked by that rock over there. Okay, so maybe I needed you. Oh, okay, now you can go up there. So that was the trick.
Take me up.
Combine. Oh. Alright then.
Is it too much to carry?
Yeah, it's too much to carry actually. Alright, let's deal with that. Got that. So wait, am I able to... Oh, so it's...
Here's to a life where the...
It's just a gimmick. Ah, so now we... what should we do? Doesn't look like we can leave through here. Wait, Paimon sees some light over there. Maybe there's another way out? And that's where you guys can help us? Or you just stay here and that's it? But how can I deal with that one? This is just the exit. We finally made it out. Paimon didn't expect that collapse. That was so scary. Good thing we managed to find another exit. It would have been better with some rumbling sound. But with all that noise just now, Vera must have heard it too, right? Paimon had better hurry back and bring her here before she tries to dig into the cave. She might get herself trapped. Taking advantage of the ability to fly, Paimon goes around the other side of the mountain and brings Vern over, all while explaining to her everything that just happened. Oh. Huh? It collapsed? Oh no, how did this happen? Petunia and Paimon, are you both alright? You mean you didn't hear that huge noise just now? There was no noise, that's what I'm saying. And it's a little late to say, are you alright, isn't it? We're standing here, aren't we? Haha, sorry, I was busy calibrating Kraka 3, so I wasn't paying attention. Indeed, you have proven exceptionally trustworthy, Petunia, more so than even myself as a priestess. Had I encountered such circumstances, I fear I would have been at a complete loss. Well, there was not... wasn't too much anything to do, so you would have found that solution, I think, if you try, like, moving what you could. It wasn't difficult. Alright, let's see what you've been up to, little Krakas. Well, aren't you right, Rubber Maker? You found the pieces, but didn't come back on time, so Petunia and Paimon had to turn this place upside down just looking for you. Well, they found the pieces, but got stuck on their way back. Don't you think you might have messed the settings up somewhere, Verno? Certainly not. I'm a direct apprentice of the famous Papa Wrench, and the finest mechanic on his island, Andy. There's no way I'd mess up a simple recall function. Nope, definitely not. Don't think Paimon didn't hear you hesitate, and let's face it, bad recall function or not, they didn't return, and that's a fact. Oh, but they have returned. You two reliable souls did bring them back, didn't you? Now all we have to do is toss this fragment up like you did previously, and everything should go off without a hitch. You're seriously sidestepped the issue here. As the sacred prayer goes, O great Father of Genesis, forger of the tripled moons. Father of Genesis. Let your wrath light that Askew throne, that the fair one may become thy. Let your wrath light that... How is this related to what we've been talking about, actually? But whatever, let your wrath light that Askew throne, that the fair one may become thy. Become thy... what comes next? I'm interested in it. Forget the chant. Scientifically speaking, no matter the problem, a few good backs will do the trick. Percussive maintenance, go. Yeah, science. Right, are we sure this won't go horribly wrong? Yeah, you can't phrase this in a way that doesn't sound risky. Rest assured, I've been secretly... I've been thoroughly researching this for a long time and can vouch that it is a very reliable plan. And we did test it once just now, didn't we? Yes, we've got no choice but to try at this point. And to drink coffee at this point. there is somewhere. Yeah, we'll return anyway. What was immune here? Oh, no. Okay, not doing it right away. I presume that was not what was expected to happen. Is this all part of your plan? So much for that intricate plan of yours. Oh, what's going on now? The Kubaki feels even more unstable than before. No need to panic, this is just a minor technical issue, nothing to worry about. We've successfully adjusted the Kubaki from a chaotic state to a reverse chaotic state. From a chaotic state to a reverse chaotic state. Now we just need to nudge it back to normal. Think about it this way. If things have already gone from bad to incomprehensible, there's no room left for it to get any worse, right? No, that's not the right logic here. Your explanation is what's incomprehensible. How can you stay so calm when everything's falling apart? Because panicking won't help. Staying calm lets us think clearly and find a way out of this mess. I'm sorry, I lied. I'm totally freaking out. I'm just trying to look like I'm not. Pigeon Paimon, what in the boon's name are we supposed to do? So you're just going to dump the problem on us now? Hey, if you're really a priestess of the Frostmoon Science, don't you have some kind of prayer or spell that can stop the storm? So, you say it like such thing exists. That's why I place our trust in science. Yes, we've still got science, don't we? Now let me check. We got it. Oh, just as I expected. Crack of Freeze readings suggests a source of faint Kubaki traces nearby, almost identical to that of the other fragments. If the first two fragments tipped the Kubaki into a reverse chaotic state, then the third one should be able to bring it to a state of minimized turbulence. Yep, that has to be it. So it was just a miscalculation after all. I knew the plan itself was absolutely foolproof. Pitune, Paimon, this way. Looks like we don't have any other leads. Might as well follow Verna. Come on, Pitune. Okay. So now we are searching for a new fragment nearby. 2 steps ahead and... Eureka! See, I told you to trust in the power of science. You arrive at last, hero of Elysium. Oh, you are? Oh, there's someone else here too. Hold on, this one seems familiar. If Paimon memory serves, she gave us direction last time when we ran into that giant crab. But now she's shown up again. Hey, who are you really? I'm the dawn's first breath upon the world's very brow. The final draught of nectar drawn from a bitter well. I am mother to all and daughter to all. Is that a prayer? Seems like this place is turning into a gathering spot for priestesses. That does sound like part of a rite, but it's a verse only a moonchanter is allowed to recite. A true priestess would never get the sequence of their prayers wrong. Another fraud in a borrowed robe. I've seen plenty of your kind. Oh, so she's thinking that she's fake? Last time it was a normal called Hidden Bee. A woman called Hidden Bee. Oh, and that's what we are looking for. She too dressed the part, played the role and fooled quite a few. But tough luck for you, imposter. You've got a real priestess right here, and I can see through your disguise. Do the mask's craving determine the actor's worth? What matters is that she sits in that seat, and thus she plays the role. In this sublunary sphere, are we not all masked? It is merely that some veils can be seen and others not. Now that kind of sounds like she admits that she's a fraud. Wow, that sounds profound. If nothing else, she sounds more priestessy than you, Verna. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Maybe this one is the hidden beam, whatever. I can't help but agree. It's okay, Verna, even if you're an imposter. Excuse you, I'm not the imposter, she is. Aw, you outsiders are so easy to trick. Ignore the sweet words and look past the surface for once. Why don't you? Ah, never mind. According to my calculations, you're the one who hid the fragment we came to find. Isn't that right? That's no trinket for common hands. Hand it over or I'll use the moon goddess's favor to give your head a very enthusiastic blessing. Are you a priestess or a thug, Verna? What? You want me to bow, kiss the forehead of the scammer, and sing her dainty hymn while we read it? Now's not the time for etiquette. Your desires suffer before me like threads, and I have traced their destined weave. But this is no place for us to speak. Walk with me, and I shall lay bare the tapestry. Well, that was first of all a wrong button. And then, oh, we're going that way. I guess. We meet again, hero of Elysium. Get it right, it's heroes, plural. Now hand over the fragment, imposter. Please, you heard the lady. Hand it over. Is what you seek not right before your eyes? I mean, this is it. Haha, I knew you wouldn't give up without a fight. Guess I just have to give you that blessing to the head. Wait, what did I just say? You're just giving it to us? Then why have us come all this way in the first place? Because it's here, and it's stuck. Because this is where it must happen. Fate demands it. I have waited too long, endured too much, all for this moment. All for the birth of a god. But it matters not. Soon it will end, and the newborn god will drape the world in true joy. The newborn god, and it's in quotes, but this makes me think, what are you even talking about? Bia, I have glimpsed it in the mirror of the stars. There is no place for her in a world where the god has now been born. First off, it's Verna, not Via. Don't you know it's rude to... Wait, you weren't talking about me, were you? Indeed, so then do what must be done. The ending you seek awaits. Wait. We're not here to hurt you or anything. You're just so vague and cryptic all the time. It's getting on Paimon's nerves. And what's with the Kuwaki's turbulence around here? Why is that fragment in your hands? This ending we seek will sure be nice with an explanation of, well, anything. Patience. Once all comes to an end, we will meet again. Eh? You seek answers, do you not? When the moment comes, the path ahead will open. Well then, I shall await you at the court of the first edict. Huh? But isn't the court of the first edict already... Oh Nightingale, who soars above... What the frickin... Okay. Just a second. Oh Nightingale, who soars above the bare ridges and frozen plains. Have you heard the songs of evening prayer, my dearest Nightingale? Hey, stop right there. Whoa, Pitune, watch out. Looks like something's woken up. And we will kill it. Yo, dude.
Annihilate.
Ah, this is unbelievable. Who does this fraud think she is? The nerve of her taking control of a sacred Frost Knight sign and turning it against us. We'll be giving that head of hers a blessing and a sermon. Is she really taking control of it, I wonder? Yeah, Paimon thinks there's a good chance that it was the lightning strikes from earlier that woke the Frost Knight sign up. Well, then that too must have been her doing. If she can build Kubaki and knows our prayers inside and out, pulling off something like that would be a piece of cake. Anyway, first things first, let's gather the remain. And previously you said that there's no such thing that controlling the storm. However, let's gather the remaining Kuan Ki on the island, extract the last fragment from the moon mirror and stabilize the disturbance once and for all. But now we are unable to look into it.
A treasure buried in time.
Huh? What? I think here's something that I am looking for. Hopefully not down there, but yeah, it seems like it's down there somewhere. So we're trapping the Berna chick inside the mirror prison. Ah, there was it. Okay. What?
Get to work. Quiet now. Strike a pop. Extinguish. Yeah.
Come on closer.
Show no mercy. You two. Time to. Game's up. Fun's over. Busted. Yoo-hoo! Time to shine.
Annihilate.
Alrighty. Nope.
Your hard work is paying off, as it should.
And the last one. Wait. Didn't we get it? Why is it saying that we need to activate it? Oh, you're still here. Does that? What the? Finally. One more here. But we killed the frost thingy here earlier. I'm gonna catch you and your little dog too. If we just move the stones, something. No, that... You're freaking sensitive, what the fuck? There you are. Yeah, I did not even move an inch and it switched on to the other. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I mean, not yet. Oh, it's either or.
Your hard work is paying off, as it should.
There. Now they get together. See, all according to plan. The Kubaki turbulence has been neutralized. That was nothing like your original plan. With all the accidents along the way, Paimon can't tell if you're optimistic or just shameless. I take that as a compliment. After all, being pessimistic and risk-averse won't get us through situations like this. Okay, fair enough, but Paimon can't help but wonder, why are you out here on your own? Shouldn't the other science be helping out in some way? Well, since you've helped me get this far, I suppose I should come clean. This island is, in a way, considered a forbidden place to us Frostmoon science. And I may have committed an even greater sin. And that's actually what the other chick said, that it's... that we talked about earlier, that it is forbidden for them. Forbidden, but we were able to just walk in. So you finally dropped the act. Since I've been found out, there's no point keeping up the act any long. Wait, I'm just kidding. Don't throw your weapon. I'm serious though. I wanted to try solving the problem using robots. You probably know this already, but most of the Frostmoon science aren't exactly big fans of tech. I thought if my plan went well this time, maybe I could finally convince those blockheaded, well, I mean, those very steady, if rather conservative higher-ups to reconsider their state. Hold on, I can say that, can I? Technically, the robots were part of our operation, and since we succeeded, they clearly played their part in our success, right? Even though the part they played wasn't constructive, pretty sure my part in your success was far greater. Of course, your contribution is beyond question, Pekine, but for the greater good, sometimes a little rhetorical embellishment is necessary. I can't even convince myself. But hey, if not this time, then there's always next time. I keep pushing forward, and one day these little fellas will make a big difference. I believe they will. Okay, but before we talk about the future, those two big rocks, they flew off in that direction, right? They did, and if we go that way, we'll end up at the court of the first edict. The court of the first edict. Wait, isn't that where that strange lady, you know, the one who seemed even more priestessy than you do, Verna said she was headed? You're breaking my heart, Paimon. Even now, you still think that suspicious lady's priestess act is more convincing than I am. Anyway, I'm sure she was just bluffing, because, well, the court of the first edict was sealed off 500 years ago. That place used to be one of our sacred sites. 500 years ago, Lady Ayla, the Moonchanter who witnessed the birth of the Moon Maiden, personally sealed it shut. Forget some outsider con artist. Even after generations of Moonchanters, no one has ever broken the seal Lady Ayla placed. It's not for a lack of trying, just that no one's ever succeeded. What is there? We will have to look at that. But that leaves us with no clues at all. How are we supposed to track her down now? Don't worry, I've already come up with another brilliant plan. Although it might need just a tiny bit of prep. Just a little, probably. Okay, I'll go clean up the robots first. Thanks for all the help, Petunia and Paimon. Oh, fair Frostmoon, weave for me a gentle hymn and bless the nightingale-hearted wayfarers. For ye have stolen, the fell curse of the north wind, and the silver spire that sought to pierce the firmament shall no longer. Well, I never did memorize the Lady Ayla's prayers properly. Anyway, thank you, and maybe meet again. Alright, do you remember when Verna mentioned the place called Paimon thinks it's somewhere up over on Hisi Island. Yeah. When Verna mentioned the place called the Court of the First Edict, when we were back at Thunderclap Reef. We are still at Thunderclap Reef. Paimon thinks it's somewhere on the Hisi Island. If we've got some time to spare, why not go back and have a look? Okie doke. So that thing is that way. What do we see there? Okay. So it's just the main Frost Moon Enclave thingy. So there's nothing else here, but
Is it too much to carry?
this
Here, let me help.
this whole place, I mean, Nod-Krai does have this hexagon ties. I mean, very obviously hexagon ties, but we do have those in Mondstadt, and we do find them occasionally. Here it's just very, very obvious, as we are said to be on the edge of Tevat when in Nod-Krai. So I really think that this shows how Tevat is more built than, I mean, created that way, I would say. Okay, where are we going now? Meeting point rewards, which is here. This one is not there anymore. Well, let's go there and see. But do we have another quest available now?
We should be able to see the stars tonight.
Spreading evil. No, we are not doing commissions. Oh, you are here again.
Hey, Wilma! We're here to visit.
Whoa, what happened here? This is a lot of stuff.
Yeah, boxes piled up everywhere. Some of them opened up. Loose items strewn all over the floor. Huh? Isn't this supposed to be a library?
Seems more like a storeroom at this point. Are they doing some more renovations?
Look, Llama's over there talking to a weasel thief. What are they plotting this time? Let's go see.
Yeah?
Be that as it may, we don't have any urgent excavation work for you at the moment. So please, stop digging holes all over the place, all right? That's a good child. Here, this Mora is for you.
That's the weasel thief from last time, right? What was Llama saying? Have they found another relic?
Hello there, traveler, Paimon. Welcome to the library. Is there anything I can help you with?
I saw you talking to the Visa thief. Have you found some more buried relics?
No. I was just giving the little one a bit of a stern warning. It's been getting a little overexcited lately, and it's starting to bother the community. Its passion for treasure hunting has only grown since we retrieved the lunar semblance. It comes to me all the time, asking when the next treasure hunt will be. I keep repeating that we now have more than enough documents and relics in our library to occupy our research. But alas...
I mean, I would never say, even especially when we are looking for things to research that, yeah, oh, it's enough, no, don't worry about it. There will be time to read through those after a while. It can change its nature. It went off treasure hunting on its own.
Yes, but it doesn't quite understand what constitutes a relic. So it simply digs up anything that seems valuable and drops it off here. It has at least promised me that it won't go digging around again, but there's already a big backlog of items from previous digs. There's no way around it. I'll just have to go through and sort them, one by one. Sorry, you two. I'm afraid I won't be able to accompany you on your sightseeing today.
Oh, sightseeing. That's why we are here.
Now then, what's in this box again?
So that wasn't an anecdote.
Now then.
Doo-doo-doo. Well, first of all, I can construct. And I can make a wish then. Then I can construct again. Nope, because I need to explore a bit more. I mean, a lot more, it seems like. But I probably can construct somewhere else. Should I deal with this one? Okay, what do we get? The same object reflected in the moon mirror in different forms can take on a whole new appearance. Okay. Ah, wrong button. Yeah, I cannot do anything. Okay, I see what's happening here. I had to look at it.
Not bad. It's all yours.
And here, there's another one. And that... there's another Quen key that we need to use for it. I'm curious. I kinda get it. I need to pull. And pull it again. And now I need to pull that one. And I need to pull this one.
Not bad. It's all yours. I'm tired already.
What is... oh, that's a boat. What is that then? Oh, just a veil.
Easy money.
Lobo.
Fearless.
Nope. Stop. No. It just said stop. So the first edict. Where might that be? Oh, right there. And it's open again. Or... no! It wasn't open. And she actually is Verna. Oh, it's Pigeon and Paimon. Nice to see you again. Miss Priestess, have we met somewhere before? You don't seem that familiar to Paimon. Aha. It is her. Hey, it's me, seriously. Went not long ago. Can't you recognize me by my voice? Oh yeah, it's you. You're the one from back when... wait, who are you exactly? This is starting to sound like some kind of weird scam. Oh, my adorable little Paimon didn't even recognize me. That really stings. But I let it slide. After all, you did call me Miss Priestess. I guess it's fair, since I never took off my helmet back at Thunderclap Reef. Wait, hang on. Don't tell Paimon you're Verna. You're really actually a priestess from the Frostmoon Science? Excuse you, that's a weird way to say hello. Seriously, you won't find a priestess more reliable than me anywhere else. There was never any reason to doubt me in the first place. Anyway, this must be the Moon Maiden's guidance at work. How else could it be so fortunate as to run into you both at a time like this? We were just teleporting here for this reason to find you, but Paimon forgot everything. Well, we're just passing through. I have a bad feeling about this. Now, bad feelings have no place in the Moon Goddess's guidance. Since we're all here, this must surely be a good omen. No, a great omen. Anyway, let's forget about all that. Petunia, Paimon, you remember what that imposter said before, right? Not imposter. None of you are imposters, I think. I mean, what if she is right, though? Huh. You mean that priestess-looking lady who seemed more legit than you? She said she'd be waiting at the court of the first edict, or something like that. That more legit than you bit was totally uncalled for. But since you've got such a good memory, Paimon, and since you're both going to help me out later, I'll let it slide. Paimon hasn't agreed to help you out yet. Why is it that every time we talk to you, we end up second-guessing reality? Don't sweat the details. More importantly, I've already come up with a flawless, super, ultra reliable plan. We'll catch... what? Think about it. She said she'd be waiting. Alright. Let's stop it. Stop there. Don't sweat the details. More importantly, I've already come up with a flawless, super, ultra reliable plan. We'll catch that imposter in no time. Think about it. She said she'd be waiting in the sealed-off sanctum no one can even get into, right? So obviously, she wants us to get curious and break the seal, letting her sneak in and snatch whatever treasure is inside. And my super foolproof plan is to turn the tables on her. Once we open the gates of the sanctum, she'll definitely show up, and that's when we'll catch her. Pretty solid plan, right? I'd say it'll hold up just fine against those top-notch detectives from Papa Branch's books. Seriously, that sounds even crazier than the plan you had at Thunderclap Reef. You just told us no one's been able to unseal the court of the first edict for centuries. Only because they didn't have me, along with the super reliable tag team combination that is the two of you. After reported ways, I've been thinking, since the court of the first edict was sealed by Kubaki, maybe we can disrupt it the same way we did at Thunderclap Reef. And so, tada, see, I had my little crackers look for more of those special fragments and I pieced them all together. And the moment I managed to distract Evelinia, bam, you two showed up. Tell me we're not fated to reunite. Fated? More like fatal. Are you sure this won't mess up the weather on Heasy Island like it did back at Thunderclap Reef? No worries, this time I'll be in full control of the Kubaki. And besides, everything turned out just fine back at the reef, right? Didn't it? Now then, Petunia, Paimon, prepare to witness the miracle of science. Wait, if someone's gotta throw it, let us do it. If we'll leave it to you, this already sketchy plan's bound to get even sketchier. So we are going to throw with the Kuang. Yeah. Throw it where? There. Poof. Jeesh. Everyone saw that. Come on, I told you there's nothing to worry about. See? This is the power of science. Hooray, the power of science. Hey, wait a second. You almost had Paimon fooled. This has nothing to do with science. It was just Petunia tossing the fragments up there. Well, since the super reliable Petunia is also someone who believes in science, I guess that explanation works too. Alright, since the Moon Maiden has spun a silvery path for us, what waits beyond the threshold must be... wait, how did the rest of it go again? Anyway, since the Moonlane has appeared, it means our plan is working fine. All we need to do is follow it. This is the guidance of the moon goddess. Yep. Are you sure? Paimon thinks there's a good chance that this path doesn't lead to our destination, but rather somewhere higher up. And by the way, just to make sure, since the Moon Maiden has spun a silver path for us. Come on, Paimon, come on. We've got a super reliable priestess and a super reliable adventurer on our side, on your side. What's there to worry about? You'd better get moving before the other priestesses show up. I mean, why the moon goddess is still showing us the way. Onward and upward. Yeehaw! How was that not destroyed? Where now? Where are we? This doesn't look like the sanctum. Like a sanctum. This looks like a different plane, actually. Yeah, it really doesn't. I mean, that's not important. Don't worry. This place has things that resemble moon lanes. So that means the Moon Maiden is still guiding us. Probably. Let us follow the path illuminated by the moonlight and leave the rest to the will of the moon. That actually sounded pretty priestessy coming from you. Well, no, wait, no. Isn't that just a fancy way of saying I don't know what to do, let's just leave it to fate? Hey, what do you mean pretty priestessy? Have you ever met a priestess who's anything less than super priestessy? Okay, I start to think again that she's just there in a robe. You gotta have as much faith in the Moon Maiden's guidance as you do in the power of science. Besides, it's not like we found any other way down. We have gliders, so... It's a one-way street, I guess. Engraving, waking up, identities check starting, mode matching activated. What are we doing? Unlock the mechanism seal. Unknown life signs detected. Calibrating fuzzy predictive control unit. Oh, okay. What was the other one? No shadow corruption detected, no traces of genetic components, faint energy echo registered, match with known Dragon Lord of Flame parameters. Moderate. Huh. Okay. Alright, I won't be able to read it fast enough. Okay, maximum likelihood estimation, conclusion, authorization granted, defense systems deactivated, primary energy source not connected. Please manually lift the seal. Do we need to? Yes. Okay. I cannot look in any other direction. Alrighty. That one. Seal lifted. Welcome, Mastery. Master of Flame and Wisdom. Majesty something. The heck are we doing here? But it's cool. Hey, just like I predicted, see? As long as we follow the guidance of the moon goddess, everything will fall right into place. Well, if you say so, but are we really sure it's a good idea to open up a place that's been sealed for centuries? Oh, it'll be totally fine. You've got the most trustworthy priestess of the Frostmoon Science right here. There is absolutely nothing to worry about. Crodo, did you see where those suspicious intruders were headed? Erlenroth. They took off toward the court of the first edict. Not many places to hide around here, after all. You two, check on the seal. I'll inform the Lady Moonchanter. Let's see them try getting away. Cause in trouble in the sacred lands of the Frostmoon. They've got a death wish. The only way they're getting out of this in one piece is if they are somehow the Lady Kutar herself. Verna, still wanna tell us there's absolutely nothing to worry about? Yep, that's right. There's absolutely nothing to worry about. Now that the seal's been opened, all we have to do is set a trap and wait for that imposter to walk right into our hands. I'm sorry. There's absolutely everything to worry about. I should never have messed with the seal. What do we do now? Yeah, me, Trevor, please. Yelling for help like a crybaby doesn't mean someone's magically going to save your butt. No turning back now. Let's see what's inside. Exactly. Well, since the seal has already been broken, we might as well head in and take a look. But Verna, you'd better remember to say sorry to everyone in the Frostmoon Science when we're done here. Whoa!
Go on, take them. I'll thank the stars for you later.
Alrighty. I think we need to enter. But do I want to enter with this party? Or with this one? Something about this place feels off compared to what Paimon imagined the sanctum would be. It doesn't feel all that sacred. Smells kinda funny instead. Well, it's been sealed for 500 years, you know. Scientifically speaking, rusted metal giving off a blood-like smell isn't too surprising. By the way, the hymns say that before Lady Isla sealed it, this was where all the Frostmoon followers had their ceremonies. So it's super sacred, really. Calling it super sacred just makes it sound less sacred by the minute. Oh, come on, don't get hung up on the wording. Look over there, that's the verdant crest. Legend says it's the sacred tree that witnessed the birth of the Moon Maiden. So we will be able to return here because there is a Kulus. And that pool over there, if I'm guessing right, that should be the ever-flowing white spring blessed by Lady Isla herself. Do you really have to guess? Also, are you sure you didn't just make those names up? Hey, I might be a fairly reliable priestess, but even I've never seen these sacred relics from 500 years ago with my own eyes. Nor did I ever think I'd get to see something this historically significant. I'm so lucky. All thanks to you, Pitini and Paimon. Let's stay here for a bit. Just remember to apologize to everyone after we get out. Yes, no problem. I do whatever you say, Pitini. Just standing in place does feel like a waste, though. Since we're here, why not take a quick walk around? Okay. Well, there's something beneath the water. Is that a sword? Huh? Why would there be a sword here? Wait, hold on. Could this be the ritual sword forged from Hyperborean moonlight that Lady Isla supposedly left behind? That blade that was used to offer up the very first drop of blood under the new moon? Whoa! It's a Kuenki. Does it want us to follow it? First of all, we cannot look into it. And second of all, let's take a look around first. Lies of the Faithless added to the archive. That would probably be an exit. Investigate the court of the first edict. And there is the priestess. Okay, I'm not going to jump down just now because we will definitely do that later on. So it is Isla herself. Ah, you're here. Wait. That will get the author dirty. What? Yeah, when the heck did you get in here? We were the ones who opened the seal first, right? Something's off. Good thing the treasure chests are still here. Oh, yeah, you're right. Wait, now's not the time for that. So, just who are you, Miss Priestessy looking priestess? If I may, I suspect she's more of a what than a who by now. Hey, don't say creepy stuff like that all of a sudden. Are you saying she's a... No, that's not what I meant. There's no such thing as ghosts, at least I think so. But she seems more like a lingering image left behind by the moon goddess's blessing. And it's been left inside the court of the first edict. Maybe this might be the first moonchanter herself, Lady Isla? Is that really possible? Doesn't sound very scientific. Scientifically speaking, it's impossible, but if this is truly Lady Isla, then it wouldn't be surprising for her power to be unscientifically potent. Oh my days, I can't believe I kept calling the Lady Isla an imposter. Thank the moon goddess she can't hear me anymore. And that explains why her words were always so hard to understand. And that explains why she seemed like a more legit priestess than you. I go with this one. Well, of course, I may be reliable, but I'm still just a regular priestess. There's no way I could compare to the great Lady Isla who witnessed the birth of the Moon Maiden. There. That should do it. This power. Is the Lady Isla before us really just a lingering image? What did you do, Miss Isla? Unknown voice. Oh. Where did that voice just come from? Maybe it got recorded along with the first Moonchanter's image. I mean, even the Moon Goddess's blessing couldn't be precise enough to capture just one person's voice, right? There's no need to be so tense. That woman who shares my bloodline surely showed you a few of those lowbrow tricks before, This is merely a blessing that records awareness, so that the brave warrior over there can hear our words. Paimon's not dreaming, is she? Paimon says she just looked right at us. Come on, Paimon, you're most definitely dreaming. What we're seeing now was recorded 500 years ago. There's no way she could actually see us. Over there, but I don't see anyone. Oh, she saw us back then. Ah, never mind. I probably wouldn't understand it even if you explained it to me. And whatever tangled past lies between you and her, I'm in no position to judge. Regardless, thank you for your help, Miss Isla. Lovia should have known better. The wounds left in the wake of the atrocities that old witch inflicted upon you both run deep. Of course, the scars fester with resentment. What surprises me is that she trusted you so deeply. Verna, who's this Lovia they mentioned? Paimon feels like she's heard that name before. She was the leader of the Frostmoon Science 500 years ago, but she was stricken from memory for the sin of blasphemy. Normally, only senior and super reliable priestesses like me would even know about her. If even someone like you knows about her, then it can't be that much of a secret, can it? Oh, Paimon. Hey, rude. What do you mean, someone like me? But seriously, her identity should be top secret. Ordinary followers and folks from the outside aren't supposed to have even heard that name. Resentment for what? Everything you and I went through was always meant to be. There is no past or future, because the past is the future. The past is the future. We heard that one. And that's what I think. I've been thinking that because Tabat is seems to be a world that we are witnessing to record all the stuff that's happening here. I think this is a samsara that will be successful, and when all that is recorded and the world gets reborn into reality, because I don't think that we are in reality, we are like an arc, like in a state that happens over and over again until it gets successful. But this version will be successful, but it has to be reborn. And the past that we are experiencing will be what makes that world, that shapes that world. So that's why this past that we are learning about and witnessing will become, well, the past of the future, basically, but will become the future. I think. Your gaze is upon me now, but all you can see is this one fleeting moment. Thanks to Lovia's blessing, the blessing of our ancestors, I can see her every moment. So that's how she sees us. Your arrival, Lovia's end, all threads of a tapestry too vast for me to tell, and yet, how it thrills me. She trusted me because I heeded her every word, and when the lady of the underworld, Tuonetar, guided my hand to sever her thread, even then she should have rejoiced. She trusted me because I heeded her every word. That because she knows her purpose. And when the lady of the underworld, Tuonetar, this is new to me. So, what is this? Someone with a new name, or someone we haven't heard about yet? Guided my hand to sever her thread. Now the thread, about threads, the 3 moons are like the 3 fates of the Greek ancient historical myths, and they use threads to determine, weaving the thread, like something, but and cutting the thread at the end. So birth, life, death. So that's why I'm thinking that Lady of the Underworld guided my hand to sever her thread. Even then she should have rejoiced. So maybe they did something. I mean, the Free Moons did something so their impact on the fates would have changed into what now are the stars and visions. Could be. As for you, you'll be leaving this place soon, won't you, Mr. Soloway? Oh, now we have a name. My role here is finished, and the believers outside already hail you as their new prophet. And at last, you no longer need to endure the suffering imposed on you. I still have things I must do. I need to uncover that mad monk's true intentions. For my fallen friend and the people of this island, he must pay for whatever he has done. Mad monk. With Lovia's years of secret correspondence with him as evidence, tracing his steps should be much easier. Once again, thank you for your help, Miss Isla. So you still don't know a thing, but that's alright. You will soon enough. I take that as an encouragement. To me, it's already happened. Twice shall that serpent fall. First strangled by the flesh of the faithless, then shrinking away before the light you and I ignite together. Twice shall that serpent fall. First strangled by the flesh of the faithless. Okay, this is way too cryptic, but I think this is a very important sentence here. But you shan't be the one to cut off its thread, because that fate does not belong to you. So it's a thread of fate. I don't believe in fate. I just do what I can. Then do what you can. Before the lanterns are lit, I will be here waiting for you. For you are the hero meant to protect Elysium. So it was our... maybe our previous incarnation. Because now we are called a hero of the Elysium. And you, forgive me for drawing you here this way. Your thread simply would not catch in the loom of this sublunary sphere, so I had to guide you with those stones. Fitting, for they are just as out of place in this world as you are. Alrighty. Because now this is addressed to us. Your thread simply would not catch in the loom of this sublunary sphere. Te what? Because we are not recorded here. Not by Irminsul, at least. But with the ley lines in Natlan we started, but it's... But there, for example, the stories of people are weaved into those scrolls, so weaving happens. So I had to guide you with those stones, fitting, for they are just as out of place in this world as you are. Because those stones, I think that's a... That pillar is something similar, akin to Celestial Nail, which are out from this world, as we are. But just as out of place in this world as we are, that doesn't mean that we are akin, but can mean that, because we might be originating from Celestia very originally, I would say. Not sure. Okay, we'll see. Huh? Berna, what's going on? Are you still sure she isn't talking to us? Well, not anymore. Those stones we saw earlier only fell recently. How could Lady Isla have known about them 500 years ago? By way of apology, I left the last sword forged by the Apostle of the Golden City using moonlight in the ever-flowing white spring. After centuries, any bloodstains on its blade should have been washed away. Ah, please accept this humble gift. Though your fate remains unclear to me, I chose to believe you are the hero of this sublunary sphere. The one destined to fell the undying serpent on our behalf. That undying serpent, can it be Nibelung? This will probably be the last time we meet. If you follow the light and find those who share my bloodline, then you will come to understand my words. Are you talking to someone? It's nothing. Now, please don't let me keep you any longer. Mr. Soloway, I must begin sealing this place at once. I hold no resentment towards Lovia, but our children must not be stained by her sins. That's why the evil and corruption she wrought must be buried. It will disappear here. Yeah. I will seal them all here. This too is a part of our preparation for the birth of a god. We are all tainted by sin. How could we ever hope to behold the moonlight in its purest form? She vanished. So, just like back at Thunderclap Reef, it was Lady Isla who guided us to break the Sanctum's seal. Also, you could retrieve the sword she left behind. Pity. But Paimon still doesn't get it. How would Isla give us her sword? And what's this undying serpent stuff all about? We're not gonna have to fight some giant snake next, are we? Anyway, traveler, let's retrieve that sword first. Right, if someone as reliable as Lady Isla said it, there must be a reason. Maybe it'll all start to click once we get that sword. Ancient volume. According to the teachings left by the Apostle of the Golden City, all matters must be governed by reason alone, untainted by sentiment, for moral tongues cannot articulate the sacred mysteries, and frail emotion will only profane the words of the ancestors. In service of a pure and exalted ideal, for the future of the science of the far north, these actions are as justified as they are necessary. This decree has been approved by Lovia, humble handmaiden of the Frost Moon, and the numbered archpriestess since the fall of Hyperborea. Decree 958. Alternative plan for the Sacred Heirs selection. All of the content that follows has been erased and cannot be read. Whoa, that's not short. In accordance with the teachings of the Apostle of the Golden City, all matters concerning craftsmanship and secret rites must be recorded without the taint of personal sentiment, for mortal tongues cannot articulate the sacred mysteries, and frail emotion would only profane the words of our ancestors. Do not seek to understand what lies beyond the mortal intellect. Simply recite the ancient prayers with a sincere heart so that the purity of the blessings may endure. This decree was issued by Saredne, humble handmaiden of the Frost Moon and the 13th archpriestess since the fall of Hyperborea. It is not to be defied. In the name of the mistress of the Frost Moon, the ancient laws, once obscure and difficult to understand, are now set forth in clear and concise terms, lest the faithful falter or be led astray. Decree 3, Elysium and the prophecy of the sacred heir. Let the children of Hyperborea guard their sacred bloodline from defilement. for the heir of Elysium is destined to one day arrive. It is hereby forbidden to marry one's closest kin. Huh, that is to say, no union shall be permitted between blood relatives. It is forbidden to enter into marriage with someone from a clan that has committed blasphemy. It is forbidden to enter into marriage with someone from a clan that has taken the life of an innocent. These are the 10 commandments. Well, more than 10, as I see. It is forbidden to enter into marriage with someone from a clan that has broken its oath. It is forbidden to enter into marriage with someone from a clan that does not bear an antlered crown. It is forbidden to enter into marriage with someone from a clan that has committed parricide. Let me see what that word means. Father murder. The murdering their own father. It is forbidden to enter into marriage with any person disturbed of mind. Insane ones. It is forbidden to enter into marriage with the descendants of the Fae. It is forbidden to enter into marriage with a person not of the faith. It is forbidden to enter into marriage with an outlander. Marriage is a most sacred act of virtue and must be kept pure. Therefore, let no unclean act stain our bloodline. Let no action be taken to incur the displeasure of the mistress of the Frost Moon, and let no one betray their oaths. Whosoever enters into marriage must first obtain the permission and blessing of the Archpriestess, lest a curse befall their bloodline. Said curse shall plague their bloodline for 7 generations, and then for 7 more. That's 14. Whosoever breaks this oath shall have their 14 that would be at least 300 years. At least. Whosoever breaks this oath shall have their horns severed with a silver blade. That we witnessed. They who have been marked thus shall be cast into the long, lightless night. Hear now the ancient prophecy. In the fullness of time Elysium shall come, and with it the sovereign ordained to rule over it shall also appear. The false sevenfold radiance of the high heavens shall fall at her feet, and the bones of the earth shall rise to follow her. Bones of the earth. For from her shall spring union with the world, and from her shall the first great cause be rebuilt. Let these words of wisdom find root in your heart, and neglect not the sanctity of your blessed bloodline. Decree 6 offerings to the Sampo Mill. The children of Hyperborea shall guard the sacred treasure forged by the Apostle of the Golden City at all costs. Let it be known that the relic that is the Sampo Mill is a sacred work, for its blessing yields unending gold, grain, and salt. Only the prophesied sacred heir shall have the power to rouse the mill, and thus bring forth an Elysium of eternal abundance for us all. Eternal. According to the revelation of our ancestors, the mill shall be sealed within a holy sanctum to preserve it from taint and desecration until the appointed time when the sacred heir is born at last. That Sampo Mill, I'm not sure what that means actually. All followers below the rank of priestess shall not enter the holy sanctuary wherein the mill is sealed. Those who violate this precept shall have a curse befall their bloodline. Said curse shall plague their bloodlines for 7 generations, and then for 7 more. Before sowing in spring, an offer of wheat, goat's milk, and salt must be made unto the Sampo Mill, lest famine befall you. At least one priestess shall be designated to chant prayers to the mill day and night to ensure a bountiful harvest and enduring prosperity. Decree 10. offering to the arrow of Terpiceraunus. The children of Hyperborea shall revere the arrow of Terpiceraunus without fail. Let it be known that this relic forged of pure light is a bow and arrow that can pierce the manifold darkness of the frozen night. You shall mix the sacred oils in the following manner prescribed by the rites of the ancestors. Take up a clean silver vessel free from all dust and water, for defilement is the root of all corruption. Take the fat of a lamb, clear and pure, and warm it over a gentle fire. It must not be too hot or too cool. Do not bring it to a boil. Add sulfur, salt, sawdust, and wax in their proper order while stirring with great care. Stir until the substances inside the vessel are of one uniform color. The number for your counting shall be 7 hours. 6 you shall not count, neither count you 8. 5 you shall not, excepting that you should count to 7. 5 and 9 are right down. Then anoint your bow and arrows with the holy oil, and your arrows shall snuff out the pitch black foe, shattering them like plates of silver. This is the... what's it called in English? The Holy Grail thingy. You know, the Monty Python's Holy Grail, I think. I know the Hungarian title very well, but the English one is about the Holy Grail, I think. A fixed stack of papers hidden by an unknown someone in a secret compartment inside the back cover. I'm talking about the Holy Granite, of course. In accordance with the statutes laid down by someone, all matters concerning Mechaneikos and Techneikos, Mecha and Tech, shall be recorded objectively, concisely, and untainted by personal sentiment. Thus shall we guard against the distortion of truth via subjectivity, that the knowledge we possess may be transmitted with clarity to future generations and serve the welfare of our people to the fullest possible extent. The contents of this document have been approved by Spargapiris and Haxathrausa. All members of the order, beginning with the executive priests, shall commit its contents to memory and observe the prescribed procedures without deviation until the reconstruction of civilization has reached 5/7 completion. For further details, consult Techneikos Manual I or 1-330. Alright, let's dive deeper into this one. All members of the order, beginning with the executive priest, shall commit its contents to memory and observe the prescribed procedures without deviation until the reconstruction of civilization has reached 5/7 completion. Could it reach 5? Because we know that this is the last Samsara, the 4th. So it could be that the 5th will not occur, because that will not be a Samsara, but a 5th incarnation, 5th reconstruction of the civilization, I would say. But then what is the 7th? Maybe there were plans for 7, and that the 5th it will already be reconstructed into what it needs to be. I don't know about these ones, but what I think is all members of the order, beginning with the executive priests, vision bearers, I would say, or maybe these will be the Archons and these will be the vision bearers, shall commit its contents to memory, and this will be like how everyone's history is recorded in here, Irminsul, and observe the prescribed procedures without deviation And that commitment might be that at the end of their life, I think if they die, they are like getting up to Celestia to their vision. Maybe is recorded up. I'm not sure about the Celestia thing because we knew that from the comic, as Vanessa was going up there, that it's like a prison for visions and the place of reincarnation. Or it seems like it. We don't know what it is exactly, but that's what I'm thinking, that as everything is gets recorded in Erbenso, when the new Samsara comes, it is using those memories. So I really think that this is about that. How it was prophesied. Okay, if these words have reached your eyes, let it be known that you have completed the foundational disciples of Mechanikos or Technikos and are hereby elevated to the rank of executive priest. Congratulations are in order. Maybe this is how they are ascending to Celestia. This would be a procedure. Regrettably, your newly acquired title is not a privilege, but a burden of duty, yes, hardship and silent suffering borne for this realm and the countless lives she shatters. You are destined to offer all of your youth and your life to preserve the last embers of civilization. Yet, even with your final breath, you may never behold the frost moon's radiant light, nor see the dawn break once more upon our beautiful homeland. Prison. For the lights of the far north have been extinguished, and countless generations are condemned to cower in darkest night. No miracle has ever graced this tainted sublunary sphere, and tears have never delivered our kin from sorrow. Then what purpose, if any, lies in all that ye shall do from this moment hence? I suppose, then, it is for an ethereal dream, a dream of countless tomorrows, for an infinity of futures yet unborn. Because the word is dreamt, at least now, at least here. A dream yet to be dreamed is what Dainsleeve said in the trivial trailer. Only through our blood, our tears and our toil shall our children be granted the chance to behold the glorious era and the lost Elysium we once knew. Okay. On that day none shall weep for suffering, nor fear hunger or cold. All beings shall love one another as brothers and sisters, and all shall dwell in joy and peace. This shall be our final and greatest dream, that our kin shall no longer be mired in superstition and barbarism. So this is about heaven, like Christian heaven. For the hope once envisioned by gods and mortals alike, we must push forward. There is no path but through. Sear these words into your mind before you proceed to read the assessment records and operating procedures. Hold fast to our dream of tomorrow, and let not its light be dimmed by the dust of neglect. Spargapiris of Hexathrausa, acting Archpriestess of Hyperborea. Protocol 3, final evaluation on bloodline selection and purification. Upon evaluation, so this is about evolution, I think. Upon human evolution, by the way, evaluation and confirmation by the acting archpriestesses and the senior executive Technikos priestess, the seed of life, a project from the Hyperborea era, henceforth referred to as the Sacred Air Project, has been deemed to no longer be viable within the bounds of its original planned parameters. The priest who led the project, Vinda of Hitamthrausa, has passed beyond, and the essential Technikos processes and the Mechanikos apparatuses, they are apparatuses, required for its continuation were lost in the fall of Hyperborea. These include, but are not limited to, the process of blah blah blah, cutting and modification, blah blah blah, creation and reconstruction, the and process which were of the Fae. I'm getting more and more curious about the Fae. The adaptive blah 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 editing process. The aforementioned so there are more lines that we don't know about. The aforementioned Technikos processes are at present irreproducible. After due deliberation, the following alternative protocol has been deemed acceptable. The purification of existing something is to be performed through controlled artificial selection using methods primitive and inefficient. The phenotype, I don't know what that means, I'm just thinking. The phenotypic stability of each generation shall be recorded. Then, from this data, the most suitable pairs for union shall be identified and non-coercive means employed to persuade the parties to join in union. This is how... This seems to be about how new generations should be like kept pure, but that was previously. It was about also like how to like purify. If humanity was brought to Tevat, which seems to be that the primordial one saved humanity here, then they were probably a limited amount of people, and they had to be kept pure, and also they were probably tainted in some way that had to be purified. And these seem like orders for that, but already placed into the hand of Frostmoons, the Frostmoon Science or this area, so that they would be able to keep it that way. But now it got lost in history. Should persuasion fail to meet the criteria detailed in Technikos Manual 090, promptly proceed to the next priority match and continue in like fashion. To minimize risk of disease, the bloodline proximity index of all breeding pairs shall not exceed something. Accordingly, no individuals shall be joined in union if they share common ancestry within 5 generations. Huh. So it's not like second cousins. This course of action is expected to yield outcomes approaching the original objective after success. But that means that there were either there were enough humans so that they could keep the 5 generations apart, or because if they were not that many humans, they had to become impure, and that's why they had to be purified later. So this course of action is expected to yield outcomes approaching the origin objective after something successive generations of refinement and selection. At such time, the one prophesies that the newborn sacred heir shall arise, without the need for ritual implements nor the forfeiture of their soul. This heir shall command the pure, unaltered elemental forces at will, and shall at last attain fusion with the Word. Are we that one? Because now it sounds. This air shall command the pure, unaltered elemental forces at will. Note, in light of projected population growing and the limits of environmental carrying capacity, it is anticipated that the practice of widespread artificial breeding may be terminated after 7 generations. Let's go at it again. So in light of projected population growth and the limits of environmental carrying capacity, it is anticipated that the practice of widespread artificial breeding may be terminated after 7 generations. Limits of environmental carrying capacity, which is probably Tevat. I mean, the landscape of Tevat. It is anticipated that it will be terminated after 7 generations, but even the curse was like 7 generations and then 7 more. And that's about 300 years. 4. Maybe if we count like 40 years per person, even then, I mean per generation, then it would be like 600. So it's a 500 years would be like a good thing, and this 500 years seems to be like a samsara cycle. But then, because these samsaras are not working like everything is restarted, it's more like how the dream was like happening over again, but the time does not stop, it goes forward, and the population is still there. Whatever. Thereafter, limited intermarriage with select outlanders may then be sanctioned. Details in Technonicos Manual I-1012. Furthermore, it is hereby affirmed that once the continuity of civilization has been assured, the descendants of the far north shall be granted to the sovereign right to determine their own destinies. It is hereby affirmed that once the continuity of civilization has been assured, so this had to happen. Now I kind of see it that way, that with the saved humanity after the purification happened, which is probably the first samsara, Hyperborea, the limited intermarriage with select outlanders may then be sanctioned. Select outlanders. So after that, after that, they could marry outside their own nation. So once the continuity of civilization has been assured with that purification, the descendants of the far north, Snezhnaya, at this point, shall be granted the sovereign right to determine their own destinies. Now, I don't know how the timeline has been, but if they're talking about Snezhnaya and the Archon, then something has happened with the Archon 500 years ago when Kandria was destroyed. So maybe it didn't happen at that point, but at the end of one samsara, it seems. Presumably, I would say. So, far north shall be granted the sovereign right to determine their own destinies. So now they, up in Snezhnaya, they might be able to determine their own destinies. Or because that was promised and they are not able to, but now the Archon knows about everything. I presume that the Tsaritsa knows about more than she was supposed to, allowed by the heavenly principles. So that's why she wants to do something about that. Okay, Protocol 4. The subatomic assembling mass energy patterning orb. Sealed. Mass energy patterning orb. Maybe this was the moon marrow. The projecting of constructing this supremely advanced Mechanicus construct was personally overseen by someone and is not fully understood at this time. It was designed to reconstruct matter at the subatomic scale or to transmute matter directly into stable energy, which would then be released in the form of something. Maybe not, but I'm just thinking that moon marrow sounded something like that. Mass energy patterning, but now it seems like it does something different. Of all the known highest tier Mechanicus constructs dating to the time of Hyperborea, only the subatomic assembling mass energy patterning orb, sample, hereafter referred to as the sample, has endured to the present age. Its structure remains largely intact and granting it immense symbolic significance. However, a formal evaluation by the acting archpriestess and the senior executive Mechanicus priestess has determined that the device in its current state is no longer functional. The collaborative control module connected to the device was lost during the fall of Hyperborea and cannot be replicated with existing technologies. So this is not before Hyperborea or during Hyperborea, but during the fall of Hyperborea or after. Then the generations kind of make more sense. It cannot be replaced with existing technologies. In the absence of this module, proper activation of the sample is impossible, and it is presumed that even a forced restart would fail to correctly reconfigure said device. Refer to appendix for more detail. Now, at this point, I would think that the sample is the Genesis Pearl. It sounds way more like it. After due deliberation, it is resolved that the device shall be sealed indefinitely, with no re-evaluation of its activation viability for a period of somewhat generations. All personnel without explicit authorization from the archpriestess may not breach the seal. This will prevent unnecessary accidental damage to the device. Note: the senior executive Mechanicus priestess Aria Paithea, senior executive Mechanicus priestess Aria Sonnet and Canon. Aria Paithea of Massage, what I'm thinking about, has proposed a theoretically viable bypass control, namely the controlled input of something RAM energy or something RAM energy. Refer to Mechanicus Manual D503 for the possibility of the latter. What does this refer to? Okay. At a specific carrier frequency, which may circumvent the collaborative control module and forcibly initiate the sample. Upon formal evaluation, however, the proposed method was determined to pose unacceptable safety risks, with the probability of system destabilization and ensuing something exceeding something. In light of these findings, the original decisions shall stand. Protocol 10, the Arrow of Terpi, Keraunos. The subject of the project is a low-tier Mechanicus device of the Hyperborea era, designed to solidify something realm energy into a semi-crystalline polymetric form. maybe these something ram energy and or something ram energies like a phlogiston, Kubaki, and all these stuff into a semi-crystalline polymeric form. Once stabilized, the material is subjected to a high frequency something spiral acceleration and subsequently launched, thereby purging a designated area of something ram energy contamination. Now rewind again. Like this can be abyssal energy and this can be light and dark ram energy. And this is, it's probably light and dark ram energy and how they are like opposite. Designed to solid. So the subject of the project is a low-tier mechanical device of hyperbole era designed to solidify abyssal RAM energy into a semi-crystalline polymeric form. Once stabilized, the material is subjected to a high-frequency something spiral acceleration and subsequently launched, thereby purging a designated area of light RAM energy, the Kubaki. Because we have experienced that as Rarier was using the abyssal energy and used Kubaki. Not use Kubaki, but when he purified basically or did something those places, the Kubaki energy has been drained. Maybe the other way around, maybe I read it wrong, but purging the designated area of abyssal RAM energy contamination with solidifying the light energy. This is left out probably exactly for that kind of confusion. The acting archpriestess of the senior executive Mechanicus priestess have jointly affirmed that the device as remanufacture is viable. This work shall proceed under the oversight of Senior Executive Mechanicus Priestess Arya Paitha of Masagate or something, with the prototype device projected for completion within a certain amount of standard quarters. Upon completion, the prototype apparatus shall be subject to regular lubrication with ointments to prevent avoidable safety incidents. Refer to Mechanicus Manual D306 for more details. Oh, that was a mouthful. And I think that there are more. Letter for Lovia. Tattered volume. Isla's notes. And letter for Isla. Okay. Let's go left to right. This appears to just be an ordinary fairy tale in which a kind-hearted girl makes friends with a white pigeon, after which they travel the world together. Are you freaking kidding me? An ordinary fairy tale. But this is recorded because it's a fairy tale, so it remains intact. Some of the pages have been torn out for reasons unknown, and the ink has almost completely faded. The cover has beautiful golden words inscribed on it, Kiteshgrad Publishing House. But there is a Novo Kiteshgrad, and Novo means new, and therefore Lovia. Hey, but just one page. To the most holy and venerable Lady Lovia. I penned this letter to account for the tragic event that transpired earlier. You asked that I send people to welcome the Holy Lady, and I did exactly as you instructed. But that poor girl, alas, for her great beauty, failed to grasp the kindness behind your gesture, and seized by some terrible impulse, she took her own life on the spot. For this terrible, irreparable loss, I can offer only my prayers. I pray that your compassionate goddess may ease your sorrow and keep your noble heart from breaking, despite the way of this grief. Now, someone reporting about this kind of thing, it could be that because this is like unexplainable, even by her own anyone's words who write this. Maybe there's a signature, Rotwang. Could it be that they took, I presume he here, maybe he took the life of that beauty and says that it was her own, that she took her own life? Could be. Regarding the sample you mentioned in your last letter, I am grateful, truly grateful for your openness and trust. Like you, I remain uninitiated in the true workings of this sacred relic. Yet, on this matter, we are of one mind. We must find another way to rouse this ancient relic and forge paradise, an Elysium of enduring prosperity for the noble, for the people of Nod-Krai. Well, especially your noble kin. From this moment on, I shall dedicate myself wholly to uncovering the secrets that lie within the relic. As for the remaining matters, both more trivial and complex, I hope to discuss them at greater length with you soon. Until then, I ask that you accept these modest gifts as a small token of my regard and a gesture of sympathy for the loss that has touched your household. This really sounds like I might be right about this guy. Please know that I hold your noble character in the highest esteem, praising, even at the court of His Majesty, the belly Tsar. So before the Tsaritsa, and we know that the Tsaritsa is even the second. The belly Tsar was the first. It is rare to encounter a lady of such uncommon foresight and deep devotion to the greater good as yourself, not to mention one who so willingly places the well-being of the nation and her people above personal sentiment. Our positions, interests, and aspirations are most closely aligned. As such, I greatly look forward to our future joint endeavors. Your ever steadfast friend and ally, Rotwang. Well, Rotwang might be lying. Last notes. I told a lie. just like Lovia did, and just like my sister did. Okay, who are you? No, we don't know. I said no when Mr. Solovey asked me if I felt any hate. But how can I put the hatred in my heart into words? How would someone as kind and sincere as he is ever understand such horrifying malice? No, I cannot think this way, and no one needs to know. Mr. Solovey does not need to be troubled with such trivial things. No one is obliged to bear the weight of another's suffering, which they have not experienced. And even if he truly were willing to listen, and even if his kindness were to move him to tears, what would it change? I would only end up bringing needless pain to another tender heart. In the past, the present, and the future, across the countless threads of fate that Lovia once let me glimpse by mistake, the only ones who shed tears for the misfortunes of others are kind souls who ought to be smiling instead. And since the sublunary sphere, still I think about, has always been one where good is repaid with cruelty, the least I could do is spare him a sorrow that does him no good. Once upon a time I despised lies, yet now I find myself speaking them with keen intent. Maybe the someone of the past dozen years or so has been punishment for this very moment. Or maybe that's not someone and something. But that does not matter anymore. From the noble lady of salt, I don't remember her name, Hravia, to the science of Gurabad's genie, there have been plenty of instances where the innocent have suffered the gravest of punishments, let alone a sinner as steeped in something as I am. If the silvery white thread has already found its way around my neck, silvery white thread, so that's probably fate. I may as well bear the weight of still more unforgivable sins by myself, so that the children who remain untainted may be spared. What was born of the frost moon must return to it. And this is about the Moon Maiden. All the walls, towers, fortresses, and temples must be torn down, save for the great pillar raised here by the Dragonborn. That is, the sacred sanctuary where our ancestors found refuge. This place that we are right now, I think. Prolonged isolation and seclusion serve only to nourish fleeting ambitions and hollow delusions. Let it be reverence for nature, kindness towards outlanders, and those virtues in which none believe. Oh, it's Isla. I was like, who wrote this? And not the pride of the dead, which sets our threads apart from theirs. Only then will there never again be another Lovia or another me. Decades from now, a new moon goddess will be born. Oh, the irony of it. Lovia's long and desperate quest was, in the end, for nothing, even if someone had borne the sacred heir as foretold, and not the man who abducted my sister. The one who should have been our sovereign would only have created even greater chaos in Snezhnaya. The birth of the new moon had nothing to do with anything she did. She could not even foresee the coming of that maiden, and nor did she know that the Holy Throne had never truly been broken. The Holy Throne, but is that throne on the moon? Where was it in the one? The birth of the new moon had nothing to do with anything she did. Ah, okay, so here, decades from now, a new moon goddess will be born. So there will be because here the Moon Maiden has already been born, but there will be another one. And when we are reading it, it already happened almost 500 years ago. So there's more than one? Does this mean that? I do not know if I will live to see that moment, for my own thread is hidden from my sight, but I pray that I will not. Those tainted by sin do not deserve to witness the moon's pure light. In any case, people must come to believe that the new moon takes delight only in kindness, friendship, and mutual aid, that no other prayer or sacrifice will ever please our goddess. This is what they must believe, because if they do not, then no matter how noble the ideal, it will only wither and fade into the filth that lies beneath the moon. The threads of the gods are too bright for me to follow, and I cannot see where she is headed. But at the very least, the Frostmoon Scions, who have been redeemed in her name, must ensure that the power of choice remains hers alone. No one should ever seek repayment or reward from her, and she must never be molded into the perfect deity others wish her to become. Daughter of the Frost Moon, Maiden of the New Moon, may she one day behold the dream of true happiness, and may the Frost Moon never forgive my sins, for I have cursed her name more times than I can count. Or maybe she's talking about the same. The birth of the new moon had nothing to do with. So, birth of the new moon But not a new maiden. New maiden. Okay, okay, maybe I'm stupid here. Yeah, probably. Dear Miss Isla, I am truly sorry that I was unable to stop Miss Isla in that moment. Huh? Yet it was through her noble sacrifice that we ultimately thwarted Rotwang and prevented the loss of countless lives. What does thwart mean? Yeah. So I think this is confirmation that Rotwang was an evil one and prevented the loss of countless lives. Now I finally understand why she pretended to be my close companion. I hope to speak with you about this in greater detail when next we meet, though perhaps by then you will already know more about all this than I. I shall not presume to judge, nor shall I attempt to alter your opinion of her. But I ask, if nothing else, that you allow me to honor Miss Isla's final wishes by sharing her words with you. She asks that I render all possible support to you, which I surely will. You are my benefactor after all, and that I relay this only as she spoke it. She hoped that you would go on to live a life of happiness and freedom. As for the arrow of Tarpika Raunas you mentioned in your last letter, if it truly holds the power to dispel the pitch-black calamity, and if you are willing to share it with such selflessness, then on behalf of the people of Nod-Krai, please accept my deepest gratitude. Should, as you foresee, Rotwang indeed rise again from the pitch-black fields, then our ancestors, an order I am considered naming like Light Keepers, Fae, in honor of the flame you have kindled, will stand ready to vanquish the threat once more, armed with the technology you have so generously gifted us. Oh, maybe then not the Fae, but you know, the Ratniks. This Rotwang, could it be that it was Rarir? We can speak of the details in person whenever you are free. I understand all too well that after Lovia's passing, the Frostmoon Scions have been left with countless matters demanding your attention. Yours sincerely, Solovey. Now this sounds sincere. And it seems like Rotwang was Rarir. Whoa! That was quite the read. I think I've been reading for about an hour or something. Now, can we get the sword? This must be the sword Isla was talking about, right? How about it, Pitune? Did you figure anything out? Not a thing. Paimon, quick, run. The power in this sword, it's overflowing. Whee! Pitune, what's happening? Hang on, your acting is terrible. You can't start laughing halfway through your own prank and quit scaring Paimon at a time like this. Looks like we really will have to investigate this whole place, huh? But if we hang around too long, Erdenroth, Uncle Crodo, and the others might find the entrances too. Actually, with all the noise we made just now, there's probably no one on this island who hasn't been drawn this way. And this sword looks like the one that Skirk is using. Fine, guess we've got no choice. We've got the sword now, and Lady Isla didn't exactly tell us what to do next. Let's get out of here first and figure out the rest later. Let me look at hers. Yeah. No, no, it's not like that's some more crystally. Moonweaver's Dawn. Now let's take a look at it. What you do? An attack sword. Secret Silver's Testament increases elemental burst damage by 20% when the equipping character's energy capacity does not exceed 60 per 40. I don't know. The elemental burst damage is increased by an additional 16%, 28%. I don't know what that means. That 60 per 40. According to what? And how would we be able to refine it? But we are able to. Uh-huh. It's already glowing in blue. Yeah, we'll see the rest of it later.
Rev the engines!
Leave. Leave this sacred place. Huh, it's awfully quiet. Aaron Rhodes and Uncle Crodo aren't here either. Weren't they not an Archon? Maybe all the noise we made earlier got their attention and they ran off to check somewhere else. Aha, I get it now. This must be Lady Isla's divine guidance. Or maybe time wasn't spanning while we were inside. Even my luck's looking up now that I'm with someone as reliable as you, traveler. Okay, save the celebration for later. You do remember you still owe everybody else an apology for the trouble you caused, right? Apology? Right, yes, of course I do. I'm not the type to get so caught up in reading Lady Isla's records that I forget everything else. I swear by my mortal name in this sublunary sphere that I'll give everybody a proper and heartfelt apology. It's just... I need to think carefully about how to phrase it first. Oh, and while we were at work earlier, I came up with a super scientific plan. Since I have to apologize anyway, why don't we finish checking out the sanctum first before looking for Lady Llama? That way, we can save time and make my eventual apology more efficient. A sound plan, I should say. Rahatar, priestess of the Frostmoon. Yeah, see, the power of science is... Wait, huh? Aunt Rahatar? When did you get here? Wow, you scared us. We didn't mean to sneak into the court of the first edict. It's just, Verna said. No need to explain. This place may be sealed, but it is not forbidden territory. If outsiders like you were able to enter, then perhaps it was the will of the moonlight. Exactly. This is all part of the Moon Maiden's sacred guidance. Just like the poems say. As for you, Varnatska, you're coming with me. The Lady Moonchanter wants to see you in person. Huh? Wait, no, Aunt Rahatar, didn't you just say... As a priestess, you acted without permission, broke the rules, and tampered with taboos. Aside from outright murder, you've flouted every major law we have. Whew. Now come. Or would you rather the Lady Moonchanter come fetch you herself? Oh, Petunia, Paimon, I'll explain everything later, I swear, but first, I need... Before Verna can finish her sentence, Rahatar drags her off. Well, she sure dug that grave nice and deep for herself, didn't she? Still, we've got no idea what this Lady Isla wanted us to do. But the sword she left behind? If it was meant for us, we might as well hang on to it for now. Looks like a real Frost Moon relic, anyway. Polka, blah 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 blah, something, but we finished it. Now. 80%. It says... Oh yeah, it says this one. But we are unable to, because it needs to be at 90% for it. How much can I do here?
Save me.
Oh, they're still playing that freaking thing. I'm Where is she standing?
Save me.
That's so crazy. So here it's the same, okay?
Save me.
But where is she now? See?
Save me.
Is it still the...
I know.
It's still the same thing.
Doing? Oh, hey! Perfect timing. I'm playing a game. Oh no, she did. Here.
Save me.
But this is crazy.
This is Anafa's favorite game. Cling Clang, I know, takes flight. She says it helps expand her horizons and exercise her joints. But she's calling for help. Oh, that's just for fun. Here, watch this. Anafa, time to go home.
No. I want to keep playing.
I can't get my head around that.
Save me.
Who in their right mind thinks about something like that? And
Rise like smoke.
can I get up there somehow or anything?
Return to the skies.
I'm not standing in the right spot for. Maybe.
Return to the skies.
Yeah. Can't really climb that. Not even on. Maybe there. Still, we cannot do anything with it. Can I fall into this thing? I can't even fall into it. Hello. I think oh, I'm gonna change the party. And make a picture with Dino. It's going to be something like that, maybe. Yeah. Okay. I cannot do anything with it, so it's she just has to be left there. Can we stop this machine somehow? I don't think so. Yep, there's nothing to. Whatever.
Save me.
But don't save me if you don't want to be saved. Ah. Okay, let's... Now this is the closest to be finished. And also at the fourth. So yeah, I need to explore more. I'm angry about this one. I really believe that I will get the Wanderer. And I wasted so many Primogems. Leaping Phantom but disappears, so I cannot do anything with that either. I'm not sure if we can do anything here. And there is this quest here.
Unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it.
When did I get the other ones here? I don't know. I thought that I am at 7. But I rescued 3. Now this seems like a longer quest line, so I'm not gonna... Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Because I don't have the time. But let's check on this one then. Because it's definitely just the first day, and it will be in 5 days, I think, that all of this can be done. But maybe... Where is this thing? There it is. Maybe if there's a story related to that, then I can read that one. But it doesn't seem like a story. It's just Valerina will tell us. In Dodoko's blow-up operative Bonanza, traveler can choose between different types of Dodoko form teams of 4 and use Jumpty Dumpties to defeat spiky fish as well as powerful backup bosses. I think we have done this. The previous version, I mean. During the challenge, Dodoko will lose vitality when attacked by opponents and bosses, or from getting caught in its own bomb explosions. Pick up little bandages to restore Dodoko's vitality. So it's Bomberman just with Dodoko. During the challenge you can accumulate EXP by defeating opponents from destroying steady state seagrass to enhance your abilities. EXP from defeating opponents and the boosts to abilities are shared among all the Dodokos on your team. On the stage details screen you can check opponents' info for the current stage as well as various combat buffs that can be obtained to help you defeat bosses that the spiky fish may call in as backup. Do I even need to talk to the chick? Nope. Then we won't. Oh, maybe I... Matching? Oh, I hate matching. Why does this need to be a co-op? I don't even know how to use these things. During the challenge, after taking a certain amount of damage, water will split into several water drops. If the water drops are not defeated in time, the water will reabsorb them into itself and regain HP. Whatever. Defeat enemies to boost your abilities and yeah, I have read that. And how so what do I need to do? Unable to place a bomb. I get it. The hollow charge buff. Oh. The crush gang, as if I knew what those mean. Yeah. Powerful enemy is just about to arrive. Okay, I still have my buffs. Yeah. Oh, you turn away, you fuck off. Oh, sorry. Eh. What are we doing though? Challenge failed. What? Least damage taken. But what was the... Something was... Because it was shielded. We have that with the thingies. What was the purpose there? Current score. Oh, so that's what will change. That the total score will only rise with more days. No, not that one. What I was curious about is during the challenge, water will unleash crushing waves of total cost position, dealing AoE damage. After taking a certain amount of damage, water will split into several water drops. If the water drops are not defeated in time, the water vapor will reabsorb them into itself and regain HP. But how are we defeating it if it's shielded all the time? Whatever. Like I care. Yeah. And why does it have to be co-op? I hate co-op. I mean, this kind of co-op, the force co-op, with strangers. Oh yeah, and of course it does this every time. Reject join request all the time, rejected, and it resets it like every time. Whatever, that's it for today, because I need to sleep to get to work tomorrow, and yeah, I will continue as soon as I have the time for doing so. Bye.